Imagine a car that doesn't just set the luxury standard, it rewrites it. The 2026 Mercedes S-Class comes packed with tech so advanced, some of it feels closer to science fiction than reality. We're talking an interior that almost thinks for you, performance numbers that rival sports cars, and comfort features you didn't even know you wanted until now. But here's the catch. With all these upgrades, is the S-Class still the true king of luxury sedans, or has Mercedes taken things a step too far? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know if this is the car worth waiting for. Step outside, and the first thing that strikes you about the 2026 S-Class is its presence. Mercedes hasn't gone radical here, but the sharper lines, sleeker headlights, and a more sculpted grille make this car feel less like a chauffeur-driven limo and more like a statement piece. It looks powerful, but still refined, with just enough aggression to remind you that luxury doesn't have to mean boring. From the side, the long wheelbase and flowing roofline keep the S-Class silhouette intact, but new alloy designs and subtle aerodynamic tweaks give it a thoroughly modern edge. It's a car you could picture pulling up at a gala or blasting down a freeway at night. Both scenarios feel equally natural. It looks equally commanding from the rear, with sleek taillights, subtle chrome touches, and dual exhausts framing a wide, confident stance. This isn't just a luxury sedan. It's a moving piece of prestige that feels at home in front of a mansion or a five-star hotel. Step inside, and the tone shifts from imposing to almost futuristic. The cabin is dominated by a massive OLED display that seems to melt into the dashboard, while ambient lighting lines the interior with a soft glow that can be customized to fit your mood. The seats don't just heat and cool. They massage, recline, and even adjust based on your posture. Quilted leather, soft touch surfaces, and immaculate stitching remind you, this is handcrafted luxury designed for long hours of effortless travel. In the rear, passengers get nearly the same level of comfort as the driver, with their own entertainment screens, climate zones, and even optional executive seating packages. It's less like sitting in a car and more like boarding a private jet. Technology has always been the S-Class calling card, but this year it takes things further. Mercedes' latest MBUX system doesn't just respond to voice commands, it anticipates them. Gesture controls let you operate key functions without ever touching a button, and AI-driven driver assistance promises one of the most advanced semi-autonomous experiences available in any car. Safety systems have been upgraded too, with features like predictive collision alerts and night vision that makes driving in the dark feel far less intimidating. The moment that really defines the 2026 S-Class isn't when you're sitting still admiring the design or scrolling through endless tech menus. It's when you press the accelerator and feel nearly 2 tons of steel move with the urgency of a sports coupe. In the V8 model, the surge of power is instant and refined. No drama, no lag, just seamless acceleration that pushes you into the seat while the cabin stays whisper quiet. It's surreal, almost eerie, like the laws of physics are bending in your favor. Out on a twisty back road, the adaptive suspension shows off what Mercedes has engineered here. Corners that should feel heavy instead glide with precision, the car leaning just enough to remind you of its size, but never once losing composure. Switch to comfort mode, and that same suspension smooths out even the roughest city streets, turning potholes into barely noticeable ripples. It's as if the S-Class is constantly recalibrating itself to remind you, whatever the road throws at you, it's already a step ahead. Then comes the curveball. For all the luxury and performance, this car still manages genuine efficiency. The plug-in hybrid variant doesn't just promise range, it delivers. In short city drives, it can run purely electric, silent enough that pedestrians don't even notice you until you're already past. That blend of silence, power, and comfort is something you don't expect in a car this large, and yet it works flawlessly. But here's where the surprise lands. As brilliant as it is, the S-Class no longer feels untouchable. Rivals like BMW's 7 Series and even newcomers from electric-first brands are closing the gap fast. The question now isn't whether the S-Class is still great, it's whether being great is enough to keep it on top. And that brings us to the big decision. Is this the ultimate luxury sedan of 2026, or has Mercedes finally met its match? After everything we've seen, it's clear the 2026 Mercedes S-Class still knows how to play its role as the flagship of luxury sedans. The strengths are obvious: a design that commands presence, an interior that feels closer to a private jet than a car, and technology that doesn't just impress, it genuinely changes the way you interact with a vehicle. Add in performance that balances raw speed with unmatched refinement, and it's easy to see why the S-Class has remained the gold standard for so long. Who is this car really for? If you're the kind of buyer who wants the most luxurious, most technologically advanced sedan money can buy, without compromise, the S-Class is still your answer. It's for executives, enthusiasts, and anyone who believes driving should feel like an event every single time. If you're chasing value, or if an all-electric future matters most to you, there are alternatives worth exploring. In the US market, the S-Class continues to set expectations for what luxury means, and this 2026 model reinforces that Mercedes isn't giving up its throne without a fight. At the same time, it signals a shift. The next chapter of luxury won't just be about power and prestige, but also about intelligence, efficiency, and adaptability. So what do you think? Has Mercedes done enough to keep the S-Class ahead, or is it finally time for another brand to take the crown? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you want to see more deep dive reviews just like this one.